Oh, what is the upskis, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the GXGamerCast. We're on episode 164 of my little gaming show where once a week I just has to talk about video games, whether they're new video games that I'm playing today, old video games that I grew up with, it doesn't matter, video games. And if I was intelligent and had things a little bit better planned, you would think episode 164 would revolve around something to do with the Nintendo 64, but I didn't think that far ahead. So I literally just came down here and I was like, oh, what episode are we on? Oh, 164. Oh, shit. Probably should have done something with the 64. Doesn't really matter. It's my show, but it is what it is. And no, we are not doing something on the N64 today. We will some other day for sure. There's tons more games to talk about on N64. But today I want to take a look at trophies. Achievements, if you will. I'm more of a trophy guy, so here, I'll throw that question to you right now. What are you? Are you a trophy guy? You a trophy gal? You an achievement whore? Or whatever you want to call it. I've always preferred, even though I started out on achievements and trophies came in late, I've always kind of preferred the trophies, and that is what I'm going to focus on today, because in actuality, I've never gotten a 100% completion on an Xbox game, never got the 1000 gamer score. I'll just shout out Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare. That is the closest I've gotten to getting a full completed gamer card thing on Xbox. I got 900 of the 1000 points in Call of Duty 4. I'm only missing the Mile High Club, which is fucking insane. You got to get so lucky to get through that. I don't know how many attempts I have done. Probably well over 100 attempts, and the closest I can get is getting to the door opening in slow motion. I have like milliseconds left, and I have to just take a shot. I shoot the hostage, and that's as close as I've gotten. I remember friends coming to me and saying, oh, I got it on my second attempt, my third attempt, and like, fuck y'all. So I could never get past the Mile High Club. So that's as far as I got with achievements. I still like collecting achievements. I will shout out Xbox for the thing that I love the most about their achievements right now is the monthly rankings. So every month you start fresh. Everyone starts at 0 gamer score, and you just, whoever has the most gamer score at the end of the month wins that month. I like that. I like that challenge. I did get into it for a little bit with a friend of mine at work. He just gets so many achievements. So, but I would throw it in his face every once in a while. When I did beat him once every few months, I'd be like, oh snap, I beat you by like 50 points, dog. I got you. So that was pretty fun. But we're going to, like I said, we're going to focus on trophies. But before we get into the trophy talk and what makes a good trophy list, and I'm going to go through all the platinum trophies that I own. I imagine that you listening, you probably have more platinum trophies to me. I'll talk about the ones that I have. Not that many, and many of them I'm not that proud of. There's a few that I'm very proud of, though, so we'll be discussing that. But before we get there, let us discuss what I've been up to over the last week or so. As I always encourage you, the viewer, the listener, let me know what y'all have been up to over the last whatever amount of time. We are in the spooky season of October, my favorite time to watch movies, and my favorite time I get really into video games around this time, because I kind of just pile up scary games and movies throughout the year that I want to watch, and when it's time in October, I just unleash and I watch a bunch of scary movies, play some scary video games. So I encourage you, let me know, what's the scariest movie you've ever watched? I've probably already seen it, but if I haven't, I will throw it on my list and I will watch it. Absolutely. I'm running low on horror movies, so I'm starting to rewatch some horror movies now. I'll talk about one here in a moment, but hit me with your scariest movies, and what's the scariest game you have ever played? There is one that's on my list here that it's been on my list for a few years now, and I'm way too scared to play it. The homie Kyle actually played it not that long ago. He didn't finish it, but he did play it, and that game is Alien Isolation. That seems like one of the scary. I've heard it's been called the scariest video game of all time on quite a few lists, and yeah, it definitely is the type of horror that absolutely horrifies me, being hunted by a seemingly unstoppable creature, and it's apparently incredibly intelligent. So mostly I'm just curious to see I just want to play with the AI and see how smart and intelligent it really is. Me, I've grown up on, Metal Gear Solid games and other stealth games, so I feel pretty confident in my stealth abilities, but I am getting a little bit curious. So if you played that game, let me know how terrifying it is, and I can only believe you, because I've heard so many different accounts of how terrifying this game is. So it's on my docket. Don't know if I'm going to be brave enough to take it down this year. Maybe next year. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So let's talk about what I've been up to over the last week or so. So I started watching the NHL Face-Off Season 2. This is the Prime series. Really enjoyed Season 1 and Season 2, kicking it off in good fashion. We get behind-the-scenes look with the Tkachuk brothers. Oh, baby. So that was obviously a great episode. Going back to the four-nation face-off and reliving how amazing that was. That tournament, the best-on-best tournament, Canada versus USA, the fights off the hop, just excellent. So this is what NHL fans have been asking for a very long time. A truly in-depth behind-the-scenes look, seeing things, hearing things that you generally do not hear in the locker rooms and interviews and stuff like that. It's great. You get to hear the chirping on the ice and things said in the locker room. You're as close as you can get to being a fly on the wall in the locker room of an NHL team. So it's quite awesome. It's eye-opening. You're hearing tons of stuff that, it's just awesome for me, an NHL fan, to get this type of in-depth look behind the scenes, the lives of the NHL players, the wives, and I just watched the episode on Johnny Hockey. Oh, that was a rough one to get through. Johnny Hockey, if you don't remember, he did pass away just last season. Before the season got underway, he was struck, he and his brother, from behind by an SUV, a drunk driver, and they both didn't make it. They both passed away, and they were there for the weekend to be groomsmen in their sister's wedding. Like, it was supposed to be such a beautiful thing, which turned to such a horrible tragedy. But then what the NHL did so well last year was turning that tragedy into a bright point and just showing so much love and appreciation for Johnny Hockey and his family and everyone just rallying together, especially Columbus and Calgary and the whole NHL just getting together and getting stronger from this tragedy. It was incredibly sad, a very touching episode. So there's a lot, going on with this NHL thing. It's sweet story. You're getting everything what makes the NHL great. There's beautiful stories, amazing moments, just once in a lifetime achievements, and it's been awesome. So I'm loving this series so far. If you're a hockey fan, it's a must watch. If you're not a hockey fan, it could definitely get you into it. This is the hope that this series is going to bring in a lot of new fans and especially open up the players, because the players have been so generally boring, lacking personality, and especially episode 1 being about the Tkachuks, who do not lack personality. That whole family is just full of it. So great eye-opening thing for the NHL. I hope it does very well. The first season was a big success, and I feel like season 2 is going to be even more of a success. So check that one out. It's on Amazon Prime. And of course, talking about the NHL, as of me recording this last night, my season got kicked off. Technically, the NHL season got kicked off on Tuesday, but my Toronto Maple Leafs and Calgary Flames didn't play until Wednesday, so that's like my big day. Watch the game. Habs versus the Leafs, my wife's team versus my team. We watched it. My team won this year around, so that feels good. It's been a tradition now. I feel like the Leafs have played the Habs on opening night for at least 2 or 3 years in a row now. I definitely remember the last 2 years it's happened. It's really the only game I can get my wife to sit down and watch with me is the one where the Habs are playing, and we can have that little rivalry of my team versus yours. And like I said, my team won. Wasn't the greatest game from the Leafs. There was a lot of turnovers and some not great plays, but they got it together in the end. The score 5-2 looks a lot better than it was. 2 empty net goals, so it was basically a 3-2 win, but a good game. I'm very if I was a Habs fan, I'd be hella excited for this team. Looking really good, some young studs on that team, so that's a dangerous looking team and could be dangerous for a long time to come. So if you're a Habs fan, let me know how you feel about that team. And Leafs fans out there, how do we feel without Marner? I'm a happy boy, man. I am so happy that the Marner, the what do you call it, the big four of the Toronto Maple Leafs, it's over now, and we don't have to deal with the same thing, smashing our head into a brick wall over and over and over again. That's finally done. So this is the most excited I've been for the season in a few years. So good start. And I will also shout out the Toronto Blue Jays. Not really have ever been an MLB fan in my life, but being at work, there's a lot of MLB fans at my work, and I have to watch a lot of baseball, especially during the summer when there's no hockey. And I admit, I got a little bit attached to the Jays this year. They're in the playoffs now, and they just took down the New York Yankees. I watched a couple of those games. I felt horrible because I watched Game 3, and the Jays were up 6-1. The second I put on the game, the Yankees took over, scored 9 straight runs. So I felt like a bad luck charm for a little bit there, but I sucked it up. Put on the game last night, and hey, the Jays got it done. They eliminate the New York Yankees, and they're off to the next round. So that is awesome. I hope I can keep some more eyes on their next series and see how that goes for the Jays. They have not won a World Series since I was born. So this is great. This is I do enjoy, like I said, don't follow baseball, but when it's playoff time, I even notice, like, okay, it looks like a good time. Fans are going crazy, and especially when the Jays are doing well, it's great in Toronto. So good vibes right now here in Canada, at least in my area. Jays are winning, the Leafs are winning, so hey, we're in a good mood today. So that's good. And in terms of movies, let's talk about some movies. Actually, no, let's talk about one more thing on the TV show side. Let's talk Monster, the Ed Gein story. Ed Gein. Holy shit. So this is the next series in the Monster series, which is phenomenal. If you have not checked them out, there's 3 of them now on Netflix. You got the Menendez story, you got the Jeffrey Dahmer story, and now this one, the Ed Gein story. And this one, it might be the best of the actually, no. I still like the Menendez one. That's like 10 out of 10. That was incredible. But they're all incredible. This Ed Gein one, do not miss it either, especially if you like murder mysteries and anything like that, history. This is excellent stuff. Acting, superb. Absolutely superb. You got homie from Sons of Anarchy, Jax, is starring. He's playing Ed Gein in this, and he absolutely slaughters the role. Pun intended, I guess, but damn, son, acting amazing, and the story that they tell is sensational. So if you don't know who Ed Gein is, he is called the Butcher of Plainsville or something like that, but this guy is the inspiration for pretty much, he is responsible for the horror genre that we know and love today, man. This guy inspired Psycho. He inspired the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. He inspired movies like The Silence of the Lambs. So this guy, you know, I'm not praising what he did by any means. I'm just saying that this guy's story inspired just pretty much the genre of horror that we know today. Really game-changing. I'm not going to spoil what this man did, but horrible stuff. Very sadistic. The story is amazing, and this series is amazing. It's a 9 out of 10. My wife and I absolutely slaughtered this. We put on episode 1 and couldn't stop watching until it was done because it was just that gripping. It just pulled me in. The story, just wow. So another home run for this Monster series. Again, it's on Netflix. Must watch television. All 3 of them, they're sensational. So Ed Gein story, awesome stuff. Now let's talk some movies. So I checked out Companion this week. My only thing with this one is I watched the trailer and it ruined the whole movie. They give away the whole fucking plot of the movie in the trailer. They give away the big fun aspect of the movie, and I'm very, very disappointed in that. I just didn't know what to watch. I was like, oh, I got like these 3 movies. Let's check out a trailer and see what's going on. And sadly, the trailer spoiled everything about this movie, and I still had a good time watching it. I would have had a way better time if I didn't know what was going on at first. Because right away, I don't want to spoil it because I don't want to ruin it for someone else, but if you have not heard of Companion or watched it yet, just watch it, please. It's a really good movie. It's probably a great movie if I didn't have it spoiled for me, but it has, if you liked Megan, if you like just a fun horror movie, it's not even like that scary. It's almost it's just good. It was really, really good. It's got the guy from The Boys in it, the nerd guy who's in everything now, and he always plays the same fucking character, some nerdy guy who doesn't know how hot he is, and then he gets the hot girl, and anyway, it's a very good movie. Do not check out a trailer on it, because the trailer ruins the movie. Just watch it, get blown away, get sucked into it, and have a good time because it's a fun movie, and I had a good time. 7.5 out of 10. Really good movie. Just, damn, I wish I didn't watch that trailer. It would have been, man, I don't know how I would have experienced this movie if I didn't. I just would have been so much better. So, damn it, trailers, you gotta stop that shit. So, you ruined the whole movie, but it was still really good watch. That one I watched on Crave, I do believe. So if you got Crave, HBO, whatever, that's where I found it. So check that one out. And I did a rewatch because I have not watched The Conjuring in a very long time. Probably since it came out in 2013, 14, probably somewhere around there was the first time I watched it. I remember loving it. It was great. So my wife and I rewatched it. We turned all the lights out. It was pitch black in the living room when we watched this movie. The only problem was our Crave was acting up. This movie is on Crave. Our Crave was acting up and claiming that we had too many devices streaming at the same time. So every 15, 20 minutes, it would stop the movie and I would have to I would start it again, and it would just, so it took me out a little bit. Regardless, rewatching The Conjuring, great movie. I'd hit it with an 8 out of 10. Probably would have been better if I wasn't getting taken out of the movie every 20 or so minutes. But scary. There's some great scares in there. The clapping thing. I sadly remembered that part. I thought it was from Insidious, but when it was coming up, I'm like, oh shit, this is where the clap happens. And I remember that scaring the shit out of me the first time I saw that. I don't remember if I saw it in theaters or not, but horror movies hit different in theaters because they're so loud. So generally I get much more jump scares when I go to see them at theaters. But I haven't been to a theater since I saw Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, I think it was called. And yeah, I didn't have the greatest experience. So much prefer to just stay in home and watch the movies here. I have a big screen TV and, I can do everything here, make popcorn for relatively cheap and not pay an arm and a leg for treats and snacks and stuff like that. Anyway, if you haven't checked out The Conjuring, it's a must-watch for horror fans. It's based on a true story, which I love. I love a horror movie that has some base in reality. It's about Ed and Lorraine Warren, I think that was their names, but they were legitimate, whatever you want to call them, ghost hunters, paranormal activity chasers, I don't know, but they were one of the OGs of that, and they were responsible. They were there for the Amityville Horror. They were there for a lot of the more well-known paranormal activity situations that have happened in the real world. So this is their story of the happenings that happened in Wisconsin. I believe that's where this movie takes place. And I fully intend to watch The Conjuring 2. I don't remember a good gosh darn thing about that movie. If I've even watched it, I do not remember. So I have The Conjuring 2 on my watch list. I hope I can get to that one this week as well, and we can discuss it another time. I checked out the review for that one. It's good as well. Usually a sequel does not do very well in the horror genre, but apparently Conjuring 2 is also a good watch, so I'm looking to do that one as well. So 2 horror movies on the docket this week. Pretty good. I like to try and keep that going, try to watch 2 to 3 horror movies a week if I can. It was easy for me this week because I had the week off, so I was able to get in some horror movies. We did try to watch Until Dawn. Sadly, the Crave was acting up and we were just not in the mood to go through that shit again. So we watched something else, but I'm going to save that for next episode. So how's that sound? We'll do that next time. Let's talk some video games. Hades 2, motherfuckers. Oh no. Oh yes. I did it. I bought it. And I'm playing the shit out of Hades 2 right now, y'all. It is awesome. So awesome. Haven't played Hades since the first Hades came out, and I've been waiting patiently for this game to come out. And then it was out. It was out for a couple of days, and I still hadn't bought it yet. And I'm like, do I want to just jump right into it? Because I've had that little bit of gamer burnout, especially with hard video games. But Hades is, don't get me wrong, it's a hard game, but it's hard in the right way. It's incredibly well balanced. It takes you on this nice journey of slowly increasing your power. Every time you go out, you're getting a little bit stronger and you're just getting a little bit further. And I don't get discouraged. I just want to keep doing another run. Absolutely going to be doing a review on Hades 2 once I get a little further with it. All I can say is that I have gotten to the final boss, have not beaten him yet, but I'm there. So I'm getting close. I'm having a little difficulty with the final boss, if that's even the final boss. I have, no idea. I hope it's not, because I want to just keep playing this game forever and always. I put roughly almost 100 hours into Hades 1, so I'm hoping I'll get in around the same gameplay out of Hades 2, and so far so good. Characters are awesome. Returning characters are even more awesome. The graphics, the sound, oh baby. It's going to make for a good episode. We'll be doing that for sure. Hopefully I can get that done in October, because I think Hades falls into it's Hades. It's demonic a little bit. We're in hell. So yeah, that fits the October theme, so we can do that as well. So playing a lot of Hades. Outside of that, haven't been playing a lot, but I have been playing Silent Hill 2, the HD collection. So playing Silent Hill 2 in the HD collection. So I've heard bad things about this HD collection. The only thing I can really go on is the fact that I've never played the original, so whatever's fucked up with the HD version, not really, it's going over my head, so I don't know what the original played like, looked like, or anything like that. So playing it on the HD collection, and if you want to play this game and not fork over $200-300 for a PS2 copy, I recommend trying to hunt down the PS3 HD collection, because I got it for like $25 or $30 or something like that. Very affordable price, and you're getting 2 games in there, so 2 for the price of one, $15 each, pretty good. And yes, I plan on doing an episode for Silent Hill 2 as well. Try to throw that in for the October theme. That definitely fits it. And I'm not going to talk too much about it. I'll save that for the episode, but I've been playing Silent Hill 2, and I feel like I'm getting close to the end. I've played it 3 or 4 times now, and I feel like, I'm getting pretty close to the ending here, which is good. I hear this game is it's got a multiple endings, so I might go back for a second replay, or I might just, watch a video and see what the endings are all about, have someone explain it to me that's smarter and understands what's going on a little bit better. But yeah, playing Silent Hill 2, which also makes me very excited to eventually play the Silent Hill 2 remake. Cannot wait to get my hands on that bad boy. I am understanding that Silent Hill 2 really needed this remake, so I'm excited to see how different the game plays in a modern setting and all this shit. So very excited to get to that one. If you played it, I'm gonna get it. I don't need that game recommended to me. But if you played the Silent Hill 2 remake and you played the original, which one did you prefer? Did you prefer the original, or do you prefer the remake? Let me know. All right, that's all I've been up to. That's enough rambling. Let's get into it, y'all. Let's talk about PlayStation's trophy system and what makes a good trophy list and what makes a bad trophy list. Let's get into it. All right, let's get this going. Let's pop a couple trophies right here. You just popped a trophy for listening to this podcast. You get a gold trophy for being awesome. How do you like them apples? All right, let's just, in case you don't know what a trophy is, hey, maybe someone out here listening doesn't have a PlayStation, never experienced the ecosystem that is PlayStation. Yeah, there's trophies over here. And yes, I know achievements came first. PlayStation ripped off Xbox, stole that great idea, and trophies weren't even a thing really until like 2007, 2008, something like that. They kind of got grandfathered into a few games. They got added in later, but not every game, especially early PS3 games, had a trophy list because it wasn't a thing yet. But achievements caught on so hot, and they became so popular that PlayStation was just like, okay, fine, we'll do something too. And Nintendo still to this date does not have anything like that to my knowledge. That, I'm not collecting anything like that. They have Steam achievements as well. I've collected a few of those, but I'm not really going to be discussing that on this episode because I don't really do Steam, don't really do PC gaming. I would like to. It's just very scary and expensive. So I stay away from that stuff, but I'm getting close to saying the same thing about console gaming. It's getting scary and very expensive. It's holy jumping. So so a trophy, you get 4 different styles of trophy. You got your bronze trophy, which is generally given out for smaller achievements, tasks completed in a video game, such as starting the video game. You can literally turn on a video game and pop a bronze trophy just for starting up the video game. So get a little I get a lot of bronze trophies. I don't know how many trophies until, I probably should have wrote that down. Maybe I will get that number at the end, and I'll tell you how many trophies I have in total. The only one I know is platinum trophies. We'll get to that, but bronze trophies, I probably have thousands of them. Not to brag, it's just you get a lot of bronze trophies when you play a lot of video games. Then you got silver trophies. Silver trophies are generally saved for bigger achievements, obviously, so maybe collecting a certain amount of these or all of these. Sometimes you get silver achievements for beating the game on a normal difficulty, so you can get those. Silver, you probably get four silver trophies for every 20 bronze trophies you're getting, so they're definitely not as... They're not like, you don't ever not get them. You're probably getting like 5 or 6 of them per game you beat, give or take, how much you want to get accomplished in the game. Then you have the gold trophy, which is generally saved for defeating the game, collecting 100% of something. Generally, those are the biggest achievements in the game. You will get a gold trophy for, and I probably have a few hundred of these. And with silver trophies, I probably have closer to like 1,000 or something of them. And then you have the platinum trophy. The platinum trophy is given out for completing the whole entire trophy list. When you acquire all trophies on the list, you get yourself a platinum trophy. Pretty simple, pretty basic, but it's satisfying. That ping that pops up whenever you get a trophy, that special ping you get when you pop a platinum, it's nice. It's a nice feeling. And just curious on y'all's opinion on trophies and trophies and achievements. Have they ruined video games? That conversation has been out there before. I don't see how they can ruin a video game. My only thing is, when I get a 100% completion, I get a platinum trophy on a video game, I'm generally done with that video game. There are some games on this list I will be talking about that I will never play again because I platinumed the game, and it made me hate the game. So sometimes doing a platinum can ruin a game for you. Sometimes doing a platinum can do absolutely nothing. You can still play that game over and over and over again. It doesn't matter. Even though you've already achieved everything, it does kind of take away the fun factor when you've already done everything in a video game. I haven't experienced that very much. Even when I was a kid, I wasn't 100%ing video games and collecting everything. It's just not my bag. I was barely beating video games when I was a kid. That was more of a rare feat if I can actually beat it and not restart it and play the first world over and over and over again. But just curious, what do you think about achievements? Are you fine with them? Do you wish they never came around? Or what? I don't know. Or do you want more of them? Do you want more achievements and more trophies? And for Nintendo to get on that bandwagon as well, because they always seem to be late to the party. Why not have trophies and achievements? Like, I'm fine with it. I wonder what Nintendo would do. Like, would they be more like points or coins maybe, or something, like different colored coins, like a bronze coin, silver coin, gold coin, and then like the platinum coin? Is that too close to PlayStation? I don't know. But just curious what people think about them. I love them personally. I think they're fucking awesome. Like, if I did play an old PlayStation 3 game and it didn't have trophies, I'd be a little bit disappointed. But the older trophy lists were pretty rough. Like, they weren't very good. So, with that being said, let us discuss what makes a good trophy list and what makes a bad trophy list. Let's start off with something good. So, what I think makes a good trophy list is that it is not too time demanding. That's a big thing, especially for us adults out there that have to do other things other than playing video games for 8 to 12 hours a day. We got other things to do. We got to rake the leaves. We got to mow the lawn. We got to wash windows and feed our cats and stuff like that. Got shit to do. So, you not making your 20-hour video game, and to get to the platinum, you make it a 120-hour endeavor that is just like way too time consuming. That's a no-go for me. I used to check out a trophy list before I played the game, and I probably should get back to doing that, but I don't want to spoil anything, you know what I'm saying? I kind of just want to experience the game, and if the game gave me a good enough time, then boom, I can go back to it one day, finish off the achievement, the trophy list, or just start replaying it again and go back through it like I did with Uncharted. Like, that's a game that I beat and then wanted to beat it and then played through it again to try and get more of the trophies that I missed. So that's always a good thing. So another thing that makes a trophy list fun and not a bad one is don't have 1,000 collectibles. Don't freaking go overboard with your collectibles. I know you N64 kids and your collectathons and your Banjo-Kazooies and Donkey Kong 64s with their 8 million collectibles, and fuck that noise. I'm looking at you too, Assassin's Creed 1, with your flags all over the place. Holy shit, like 150 flags in every freaking area, like no spank you. I don't like collectibles. I don't like doing collectibles. If they're gonna be like meaningless collectibles, like just a flag that doesn't have any lore to it, or it has no meaning, it's just a flag for the sake of being a flag that was put on the top of this tower for me to climb for no reason. Like, unless actually, well, if you put a flag way up somewhere, like in an Assassin's Creed game, and it takes me to the tallest point in the video game, and then I get an achievement for being up there, that'd be pretty cool. Like, if the flags would actually send me places that would help me get other achievements, but I know for a fact they don't. They just placed 1,000 flags in the game for time consumption, to add more hours to the video game, and not fun hours. I was going to say mediocre, but menial tasks and just monotonous. I do not like monotony in my video games. I'm looking at you too, Grand Theft Auto 4. I tried to do the 100% completion list. Fuck that shit. Collecting the pigeons, fuck those pigeons. I hated those things. Oh my God, that was a pain in the ass. So don't have a million collectibles in your video game. If you're going to do collectibles, have a certain, like, fucking 1 or 2 per level, and then make them worth something. Like, make them have some lore behind it. Make it rewarding to collect them. Not just, oh, here's flag 67 of 187 that I got to collect. Like, ugh, just no thank you. All right. Separate your single and multiplayer trophies, please. Oh, there's probably a few video games that I could have gotten the achievement. At least I got the single player shit done, and then the multiplayer stuff killed me. I think Uncharted 2, I would probably have the platinum on that game, but I think there's some multiplayer stuff in there that you got to deal with, and I just don't like multiplayer, especially during that era when the game developers were throwing in multiplayer into every single video game just because they had to. And even though some of those multiplayers were good, I will shout out Assassin's Creed. That was a damn fine multiplayer. Running around as hidden assassins, like, that shit was dope. And I wish, like, it caught on a little more than it did, but at least it was there, and it was pretty popular for the time. I enjoyed it. It was really fun. But, you know, then there's other games like BioShock where the multiplayer was, you know, there was like nobody on it after the first week because everyone was like, what are we doing? Like, there's Call of Duties and Battlefields out there. Like, we don't need to play BioShock 2 multiplayer, even though it wasn't bad. It was not bad. It just didn't need to exist. And a lot of the times you get a lot of multiplayer achievements and trophies in the list combined with the single player stuff. And when it's a single player game, like, I don't think of when I think of BioShock, I think single player. I don't think of the multiplayer, and I don't want your multiplayer stuff in my trophy list. Make it a separate thing. Give it a separate platinum if you want to. Like, that's fine with me. I don't care. Have 2 platinums in a game. I don't know if that's allowed or not. Probably not. I don't think I've ever seen it, but some companies do. They do have the multiplayer in a separate list, and it doesn't count towards your platinum of the game. I appreciate that, because multiplayer achievements and trophies are generally very, very time consuming. Generally, they want you to get maxed out level. They want you to play like 1,000 matches. They want you to rank up to the highest thing. They want you to get all the guns. They want you to win like 50 times, 100 times, or whatever. I'm like, nah, I ain't got time for that, especially when it's a game that isn't a dedicated multiplayer game. Now, if you're talking like a fully dedicated multiplayer game, even the ones like that, even the Call of Duties and the Battlefields, those ones bug me because I want them to be separate, because I'm like, fuck, man, like, just make them separate. I find the multiplayer achievements and trophies are just too damn hard. They're too time demanding. They want me to dedicate my whole entire life to playing this one game, and I'm just not that gamer, bro. I'm not that gamer. I like variety. I like new experiences all the time. And yeah, even when you do put in the big amount of time, like, I put in hundreds and hundreds of hours into Call of Duties, and I've never ever gotten all the achievements in one of those games. Like, no, it just does. It's too time consuming, and it's just not worth it, you know? Is a year even enough time to get a new Call of Duty every single year? Like, as a year, I don't want to put a whole entire year to a Call of Duty, you know what I'm saying? Just to pop a platinum that I may or may not even get. All right. Doesn't force multiple playthroughs of a long game. So if your game is like 20 plus hours and they demand you play it on a higher difficulty, or the worst of all is they demand you to play the new game plus and go through the whole game again. And the only time that's okay is if things change throughout the campaign, but if they're not, and I'm just getting my weapons and collectibles to roll over to my next playthrough, that's not good enough. I don't like that. I will knock Spider-Man Miles Morales for this because it did it. Not a long game, but it did piss me off. I played Miles Morales, loved it, got through my experience with the game. It's not the long, it's like 8 hours or something like that. And I didn't pot the platinum because the game wants me to play it again, the whole entire game again, for no extra, just to play through it again so I can be super powerful. Nothing new is going to happen. There's no new missions. There's no new anything. Maybe a new suit, but nothing has changed in the campaign. I don't like that. Like, if you're going to do something like Silent Hill 2, where every playthrough, there's like new items you can find, there's new interactions you can have, and lots of new endings. That's when it's okay. If you're trying to show off multiple different endings, that can completely change your thought process of the game, like completely changes the outcome of something, that's absolutely fine. So games like Silent Hill, that's okay, because not a long game, especially once you know what you're doing, you can probably get through the game in like 4 to 5 hours, and you're going to experience different things. You're going to have different scares. You're going to have different endings. So that's okay. The games that it's not okay with are the ones that are 20 plus hours long, and they're not adding in anything new. They just want to add in the extra hours to the playtime so that you go through the game again, and maybe you'll play it on a harder difficulty. Those ones I don't like either. Like, it's good when I played it on the hardest difficulty, I beat it on expert, and I pop I get the easy difficulty trophy, I get normal and hard. That's cool, but I'm not a big fan on like the beating it on the harder difficulty trophies, because like that's not what your game was designed for, man. You designed the game to be played on the normal difficulty. I like that you're rewarding the player, but that shouldn't go towards my platinum. That should be a separate trophy. And for some games it is. Some games they have new game plus trophies, which doesn't go towards the platinum. It's just a separate list. That's cool. That's cool with me, but I just don't like a game that demands multiple playthroughs of a very long game, and they're not going to give me anything new, no new outcomes, no new endings. Not cool. That is not cool. All right, we'll go to the next point now. What's my next point? Rewards your exploration. That's a good thing. So that's a good thing. If you go down a corner and you find something, I should be rewarded with that, you know? Rather, most of the time it's just going to be, I'm going to find a collectible, which leads to a trophy, but I like a game that rewards the gamer for looking around. I don't like games where they have multiple paths for no reason. You go down them, there's nothing down there. No collectible, no note, no resources, no nothing. Not even a jump scare. Like, it's fine if it's a scary game and they got a couple of paths. There's a hallway down here. Okay, let's go check it out and something scary happens. All right, that's fine. That's cool with me, but I like a game that rewards exploration. I think of a game like Uncharted, because generally, if there's like a little nook or a cranny you can go down, there's probably a treasure there. There's probably something to look at, something to interact with. Fallout's another good one. Pretty much everywhere you go, there's going to be something to pick up. So that game kind of ruined me for other games, because now I expect things to be everywhere, and when they aren't, I get a little upset, because I'm like, what the fuck? I went all the way over here, and there's not even a fucking medical box or something. All right. Another good thing to make a good trophy list is to show off all of the game's features. So if you have a cool mechanic in your game and you want to show it off, make it a trophy. Make it something that'll make the gamer want to do it and be like, oh, cool, I didn't realize this. Or maybe I didn't realize you can do, like, for example, I don't think it is an achievement, but Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. I don't think it's a trophy, but if you cut up the watermelons, I think you should get a trophy for that, because it shows off how fucking cool the mechanic is. You can sit there and slice up a watermelon, exactly like you would at home, and you can do that in the video game, and the mechanic allows that. I think that kind of stuff should be rewarded. It's also creative, which is another good point on a good trophy list, is to be creative. The one that I think of the most is when I shot the hat off of Mr. X in Resident Evil 2 Remake. Shot his hat off, popped an achievement, and that was just, I did it by accident, didn't try to shoot his hat off, but it makes him more angry, and it's hilarious. I think it's hilarious that they gave me a trophy for that, and I loved it. So it's a sticking point for me. I think trophies should be also fun. They should be rewarding. They should make you feel good as a gamer, like, oh yeah, like, I did that, and that's simple stuff right there. That's simple stuff. All right, so that's my little list of things that kind of my pet peeves and my do's and don'ts of a trophy list. I will shout out PlayStation, like their games, the Astrobots, the ones that come out from the PlayStation studios. They do a fantastic job with their trophy list. They generally follow all those rules. Not too time demanding. They are rewarding you for exploration and checking out side quests, and maybe not completing every single side quest, but you did like 10 of them. They give you a trophy for that. You don't have to do every single one of them, but hey, just letting you know that this is here, and if you want to do them all, great. We'll reward you with this in-game thing or even a trophy. Doesn't matter, but I like that kind of stuff. And I think PlayStation's really started knocking it out of the park with some of their trophy lists. There are some that I don't like. The first Last of Us was one of the worst ones I've ever seen. Like, I beat that game and I had like 2% done. Did not make me feel very good about myself. And then when I look at that trophy list, it's fucking ridiculous. I don't remember it off heart right now, but I just remember it being not a good time and I had zero interest doing it. So that's a bad trophy list. Now we get to the trophies, the platinum trophies that I have done. Now I'm going to go through this list, and we'll just tell you a little story about every game and what I remember about them. So I have 24 platinums in total. Humble brag, there are people that have many more than me. I'll shout out the homie Billy. He's got a fuckload of platinum trophies. Like, he is a platinum guy. He likes to platinum video games. He's also the psychopath that collects everything in Donkey Kong Country, or Donkey Kong 64, and Banjo-Kazooie, and Mario. He's that kind of gamer. I am not. I'm always happy, like, he'll send me messages and be like, oh, I platinum this game. And it gets me in the mood. I want to do it every now and again too, but it has to be the right trophy list. I don't like overcollect. I already went through what I don't like about them, so we're not going to go through that again. But shout out to the homie Billy, who is a master of platinuming video games. Very good. Let's actually start with some honorary platinums that I should have, but I do not for a reason or two. So let's start with Infamous, the very first Infamous game on PlayStation 3. Absolutely adore the Infamous series. Still need to play Infamous 2. I played it once, literally one time. I sat down, played it once. I was like, this is awesome. And then I never played it again. Don't know what happened. Might have been a Call of Duty situation where I'm waiting for a Call of Duty to come out back when I was addicted to Call of Duty, and probably played this for a couple of days and just never went back to it when Call of Duty came out. That would happen. That would happen to a game or two every year. I remember one time it was Batman Arkham Asylum. Oh yeah. I bought that game in a bargain bin before Call of Duty whatever came out, and I was playing it and I was loving it. And then Call of Duty came out. Went to Call of Duty for a bunch of months, but then I did end up coming back to Asylum because it was so good. But yeah, it used to happen to me every year when Call of Duty comes out. I get that, when you're anticipating a game and all you want to do is play that game, but it's not out yet, so you don't really want to play anything. So yeah, sometimes I would just go to like my Blockbuster or Rogers Video, go to the bargain bin, pick up something, and yeah, I could find gems in there like Batman Arkham Asylum for like $10, and then come home and play the shit out of that. But Infamous 1, I believe it was the collectibles that got me on that one. I'm 89% on that game, which I know would kill someone like my buddy Billy, because why don't you just go and finish that right now? I'm like, because I don't fucking want to do it. And I haven't played Infamous in like 15 years. I don't know. I wouldn't even know what to do in that game anymore. I wouldn't even know where to begin to look or what even to do. So that's probably one I'm never going to pop. We got Skyrim. This one hurts me a lot because it was a glitch that caused me not to get the platinum in this game, and I fucking deserve the platinum in this game so bad. I remember what happened. It was the Daedric artifacts. You have to collect like 6 of them or something. One of them glitched out on me. I did it wrong, and I couldn't get it without starting a whole new playthrough. I remember I started that playthrough. Eventually, like a year or two after, I was like, all right, I'm going to come back to playing Skyrim on PS3. And turns out you can't play Skyrim on PS3 because it runs so bad that it's virtually almost unplayable to nowadays. So I never got that done. Probably never going to get that done. Last time I played Skyrim was actually on PC, and that was a good experience. I had a great time playing Skyrim on PC with a bunch of mods and all that. Macho Man dragons flying around going, oh yeah, shooting fire off and all that stuff. Fucking Spider-Man crabes and all that shit. Great stuff. But very disappointed that I didn't get the Skyrim Platinum because that took a long time. I put in well over 100 hours into that game. Loved it, of course. Loved doing it. But the fact that I didn't get it because of a glitch really pissed me off. So that sucks. I was, I think, 89 or like 93% done Skyrim. So I'm missing one silver trophy, I believe. That's all I was missing. And then we have Child of Light. That one, I am literally missing one trophy, and it's one collectible that I missed. And I just don't want to go through the whole entire game again. I like Child of Light. I really liked it. It was a really underrated Ubisoft game. It's still probably a good game today. I don't remember a whole lot about it. I remember the combat being pretty unique. It's a pretty game, but it's just a good-ass video game that not a lot of people played, I don't think, but I missed one trophy, and it was one collectible, and probably never going to go back and play that game again. And then we have Diablo 3, another one. There was just too much of a grind. They wanted too much of me out of that game. They wanted you to grind every character to level 60, I do believe. I don't know how many playthroughs the homie Jesse and I did of Diablo 3. We played the fuck out of that game, bro. We got like 90 plus. I got like probably close to 100 hours on that game and loved it. That was my first Diablo experience. I loved Diablo 3. I wish Diablo 4 hit. Like, we played it and it wasn't there. It was too much of the same of Diablo 3. I wasn't getting enough new, and I was like, I'm still kind of burnt out on my Diablo 3 experience because I played it so much, but damn, that was another one. I was super close to popping the platinum on that one. Curious if Jesse, if you're listening to this one, did you get all the achievements or trophies or whatever on Steam or wherever you played it? I'm curious because we played a lot of it, and you're a better Diablo player than I am, so there's that. All right, so those are the honorary platinums that I probably should have, but I don't have, so they don't count to my 24. Let's start with the first platinum that I ever got, and that is in Borderlands. Borderlands was, and still is, a very special game to me. That was my first, major PlayStation 3 experience. I remember getting that game on Christmas, fucking ringing up my homie Ryan Goody, the old Goody, and told him, yo, let's get online, and we played all week. We played, the whole Christmas break, we played the shit out of this game, and there's one trophy on that list that I remember. When I looked through it, I was like, I'm never going to get that one. And you have to play with a game developer, like someone who's developed this game. You have to get in a lobby with them. Then you get the trophy. I actually got it. Don't remember. I think Goody had it, and if he had it, I got it. So as long as you play with someone that had it, so it spread pretty quickly. And that one we got early. So that was one I thought I was never going to get, but I ended up getting the platinum on Borderlands. I got every achievement, every trophy in the main game. Didn't do the DLCs or everything, so I don't have 100%, but I got 100% on the base game, and that felt really good. And then I proceeded to not get any more platinum trophies for quite a while. Wasn't a big platinum trophy guy on PS3, like I said. PlayStation and everybody was still trying to figure out how to make a good list. There was a lot of bad lists out there that had a lot of shit that just was not worth doing. I'll shout out another one, SmackDown vs. Raw 2010. I am 84% on that game, and I'm only missing 2 campaigns. All I have to do is beat Mickey James's campaign and Shawn Michaels, and I just couldn't do it. I was like, no, I'm burnt out on this game. I can't do it. It's just 2 silver trophies. And I remember that trophy list was small. There's maybe 15 trophies on that list. It's a small list. A normal list is 30, 35, 40 trophies. That's probably your average amount. But I remember SmackDown vs. Raw 2010 being really small, real small list. Next on the list is Rocket League. Now, I didn't put these in order. I put them in semi-order. But Rocket League was a pretty easy one to get from what I remember. I remember being an idiot and not downloading Rocket League when it was free on PlayStation, and then waiting until the week after it was not the free game anymore. Then I was I got swept up in the hype. All my friends were playing Rocket League, and I bought it, even though it was only $15, doesn't really matter, but still, I could have saved $15. But I smashed the platinum on this game. I got everything that you needed to do. Now, I know they've added in a shitload more achievements and trophies to Rocket League. Like, I think now, like, I went from 100%, and now that they've added all the new ones, I'm probably down at like 40-something% because there's so many new game modes and new skins and who knows how much other new challenges they've added to Rocket League. This is the only problem with trophies, so like kind of in and around when I popped the platinum for Rocket League, that's when I kind of stopped playing it. And because like it was done. I was like, oh, there's no more for me to achieve other than just winning more matches. And at that time, they didn't have all the new game modes yet, and they weren't adding in all the stuff. So I was done with Rocket League. So that is kind of a drawback to when I pop a platinum. I'm done. Like that's it. Like I did everything that the game wanted me to do. I don't really feel any achievements anymore playing this game other than just playing it. So I will generally move on from a game after I pop a platinum for it. But Rocket League's still all time. I haven't played Rocket League in a long time just because I think people are just too damn good at it now. Like I loved it when I first started playing it because everyone was new and we all kind of sucked and not everybody was flying on the walls and rocketing up in the air. It was just simple fun, and that's when it was awesome. I'm happy that I got the platinum when I did. Now we're getting to newer game. Ghost of Tsushima. This is a trophy list that's very, very well made. This is like, what I was talking about earlier with the PlayStation Studios. They can knock a trophy list out of the park, and they absolutely did with Ghost of Tsushima. They make you, I wouldn't say make you, they have you experiencing everything that the game has to offer and just rewards you for doing it. Just a beautifully made trophy list. And a little tip for you, if you're ever looking for how hard a platinum can be, you can always tell by the percentage. So it'll say, okay, 8% of gamers got the platinum on this game. That's actually really high. If you see a platinum that's like over 10%, like in the double digits, more than likely it's obtainable. You could probably do it fairly, I won't say easy. None of them are easy. Well, some of them are easy. There's definitely some easy ones out there. But yeah, just check out the percentage. If it's high, give it a look over and just, it's always, I would recommend doing it. I don't do it all the time. I should, but go through the trophy list before you start a game. Especially nowadays, they, like PlayStation 5, they block off any trophies that are going to spoil the game for you. So you have to like press a couple of buttons to reveal that information if you don't want it. So you can just kind of go through the list. The ones that are generally blocked off, they're probably just story related stuff. So if you just beat the game, you're going to get those ones. They won't hide anything that's like, oh, you got to do 3 jump kicks in 20 seconds. Like that's probably going to be there. And even on PlayStation now, they'll have like a little video guide. There's hints. Like there's a lot of really cool shit that they've added to the trophy system nowadays. So it's even easier to find the information on how to do it. So Ghost of Tsushima, that's an amazing one. Here's one that I don't even remember doing, and I was shocked that I have it, but I have the platinum for Control. And why that's shocking to me is because I did not like that game. I had some major problems with that game. I remember getting very angry at that game and some of its design choices. And but for some reason, I got the platinum on it. That might be a reason why I played the game, because it was an obtainable platinum. I had interest in Control. Probably a reason why I finished it was to get that platinum trophy. I probably wouldn't have finished it normally, but I was like, hey, it's an attainable platinum, and I got it. So that felt good. We got Chicory. One of my all-time favorites. I absolutely adore Chicory, A Colorful Tale. It's a highly recommended game for me. It's an indie game. If you like art and you like coloring, you like painting, you're a creative person, Chicory is an all-time game. It is such a phenomenal game, beautiful art style, and a beautiful story. It tells such a beautiful story of mental health and, loving yourself and stuff like that. It's a excellent video game and a very, very fun trophy list. I was more than willing to do everything that this game wanted me to do. It was fun doing it, and I would do it again. All right. We got Horizon Forbidden West and Zero Dawn. So generally speaking, nowadays, when PlayStation Studios releases a game, I'm going to probably pop the platinum on it because it's, again, they're not the most time demanding. They generally just want you to beat the game, do most of the side stuff, and just, yeah, maybe collect some collectibles, and I did so, and I love Horizon. I love it. I did prefer Zero Dawn, the first game, over the second game. Just, I don't know, the character of Aloy kind of got a little bit lost for me in the second game. I wasn't as big of a fan of hers as I was in the first game. And just the all-around mystery around the first game was so much more appealing than now we know things in the second game. So the mystery's kind of gone. The veil is pulled over or pulled off our heads a little bit in the second game. So it's not as magical, and I wasn't as drawn into the story as I was in the first game, but still love me the Horizon series. They're some of my favorite games on PlayStation right now, so absolutely check them out if you haven't already. Some of the best combat. I love the combat in Horizon. Just those big mechanical freaking dinosaurs. So freaking awesome. We got Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, another PlayStation 5 game with another great list made. So, like I said, the further in the generations we've gotten with the trophies, the easier they're starting to get. Now, I don't remember what Ratchet and Clank wanted me to do exactly. I don't think it wanted me to do multiple playthroughs, though sometimes they do. I can't remember with Rift Apart, but crush that trophy list. Now we got the Fallout games. Fallout 3 and Fallout 4. These ones were hard. Took a little bit of time. Definitely consumed me a little bit. Fallout 3 had the problem of they have a, what do you call it? They have like a good bad system and neutral. So you can be a bad person, you can be neutral, or you can be good. And Fallout 3 had a trophy list for like every 10 or 15 levels, they will give you a trophy for being level 15 bad, level 15 good, level 15 neutral. So what I had to do, it was actually kind of fun. So you start being good, just be a good person. And then you make a save. So you pop the trophy, okay, I'm level, or pop it like right before you go to level 15. Like level 14, halfway there, make a save, get your good one. Then you get to go on killing sprees. I would go to Megaton, and I would just start killing everybody, making my my morale, or whatever the fuck that system's called, go down. So I would sit there, kill like half the town. Now I'm neutral, and then I could pop the trophy, get my level 15, and I would just rinse and repeat. It was actually pretty fun. I enjoyed going to, the tower and killing all the rich people in there, just becoming evil. Oh, Tenpenny was his name? He's like the rich asshole that lives on the top floor. I would go up there, I would drop like a dozen mines in front of him, then I'd slap him, then he would get mad and he would activate the mines and he would just launch off of the tower, just hundreds and hundreds of stories down he goes. Oh, the good times. But I got every trophy in Fallout, which made me, I had to get like all the major weapons, you have to beat all the major side quests, you have to get maxed out level on neutral, good and bad. You had to beat the game, obviously. You had to, I don't know how many other things you had to do. You had to make all the schematic weapons, collect all the bobbleheads. Like, oh, I did it all, baby, and I loved it. So much so, I did it again for Fallout 4. Fallout 4 had a little bit of a tricky one. So the tricky one in Fallout 4 was getting the settlement happiness to 100. Holy fuck, did that ever take... It literally took every resource that I had in that game to do it. Every fucking dollar, every cap that I made, every resource that I found went to that stupid settlement so I can make those stupid people happy, and it was hard. It literally ruined my first playthrough of the game. I had to play through Fallout 4 again to actually enjoy it, which is crazy, because that's a long-ass video game. So yeah, I love Fallout. It's one of my favorite games ever, and that's what I did. I don't remember if I had to do 2 playthroughs to get it. I don't think they had the morale system where I had to be good, bad, and neutral through certain parts of the game. But I popped that platinum in Fallout 4 in a week. I don't know if that's super impressive. It was impressive to me. All I remember is that I had a week off. I was in between starting jobs. So I just left my one job and I was starting the new job in a week. Just so happens Fallout 4 came out that week, so I played the shit out of it, got the platinum in no time, and started a second playthrough. It was one of the best weeks of my entire life. Let's go to the next game. The Spyro Trilogy. All 3 games, popped the platinum for them. Not difficult, not a very long game, so all you had to do is beat the game, collect all the stuff, and some of the collectibles were bullshit. I had to use a guide for some of them. There was some that I was just like, where the fucking fuck is it? And when you find it, you're like, how the fuck was how is a child supposed to know where to go to find this shit? But I got all the platinums in the Spyro trilogy, and now we get to the free space. The Telltale games. So if you don't know, the Telltale games, that's, The Walking Dead, Wolf Among Us, Batman, Game of Thrones. Which other one do I have? Oh, the Tales from the Borderlands. I got that one. I haven't played the Expanse one. I have my eyes on that one, just waiting for a price drop. And there's like the new Tales from the Borderlands. I heard that one wasn't very good, so I'm avoiding that one. And I am desperately waiting for the Wolf Among Us 2. But anyway, if you didn't know, to pop the platinum in a Telltale game, all you got to do is beat the game. And the games are easy peasy lemon squeezy. They're pick your own adventure video games. All you got to do is make choices. I don't even know if you can lose half the games. You could just make it to the end. Boom, you pop the platinum. So I got about 6 or 7 of those. So those are gimmies. I count them, obviously. Like, I beat the game. Yeah, I earned it. I beat your game. And I wish there were more games out there that were like that. Hey, just beat my game and you get it all. You'll get every achievement along the way, and by the time you're done, you pop the platinum. That's really nice. It was a great marketing strategy because I bought every Telltale game, not just because I get an easy platinum, but the games were damn good. I liked all those games, especially The Walking Dead and Wolf Among Us. Those are all times. But I think The Wolf Among Us is the only one that doesn't give you a platinum for just beating it. And I think that's the only one I don't have the platinum on, because you got to collect some shit, and I'm not good at collecting shit. I don't like it. I just don't like it, and I'll tell you why. Because I ruined it in Uncharted. So Uncharted 4, I was very familiar with the games by that time, so I already had my guide open for the little treasures you find. So what I was doing is I'm playing Uncharted, I'm looking over at my guide every 5 minutes to see, okay, where's the next treasure? Oh, okay, it's over here. And I was just so focused on finding the stupid collectibles, I wasn't paying attention to the game. All I cared about was reading the guide. All right, I got to go make a left here. I got to jump up on that thing. Got to go down the waterfall, and bam, there's my thing. Okay, remember that. And all I'm doing is remembering that. I'm not paying attention to the game, not paying attention to the story. So I went over my head. So that's when I said, all right, that's it. Yeah, you can't be doing that no more, because now I don't remember what the hell happened in Uncharted 4 because I just wasn't paying attention. So that's where I draw the line with my trophy hunting. I reserve that for second playthroughs. If I want to come back to a game, then I'll have a reason for it. I want to get the platinum. There's something, I leave something there that I can come back to. I like doing that. When I pop a platinum, I'm done. I'm probably never gonna play Fallout 4 ever again. There's a good chance I play Fallout 4 again at some point, because I got a craving for it. And if I don't get Fallout 5 soon, or Fallout 3 Remake soon, I might just have to pull that trigger. So hopefully not. But yeah, if you've played a Telltale game, good chance you popped a platinum on it. If you beat the game, you certainly did. So that's a free space, but I don't care. I count them. We got Astro's Playroom. That was the first PlayStation 5 platinum that I popped. I popped it the day I bought my PS5 because I loved Astro's Playroom so much. It is the best tech demo I have ever played in a video game. It's excellent. And I can't wait to get my hands on Astro's play, whatever the game is. But, oh man. Astro's Playroom was awesome. Especially the collectibles, because if you're a PlayStation nerd like me, it's just giving you all this nostalgia, and it's just excellent. What an excellent little video game. So that was that's one of my favorite platinums right there, is Astro's Playroom. We got Infamous Second Son. I love this game. I know it wasn't the most highly revered game. It got high 70s on Metacritic, which I thought was low, but it's a beautiful game, hella fun, and I loved it so much I popped the platinum on it. I collected everything. I did everything that the game wanted me to do. And it got me through those early tough days with the PlayStation 4, where I didn't have a lot to play. And when Infamous Second Son came out, I'm like, oh, fuck yeah. Played the shit out of it. It was so much fun. And I still think fondly of Infamous Second Son. It's not the best Infamous, but it's definitely Infamous, and it's a lot of fun, and I miss Infamous. Infamous. All right, now we got a couple here that I'm very proud of. Arguably my most proud platinum is on Elden Ring. So I got the platinum on Elden Ring. It's definitely not the hardest one in the Souls series. I'll tell you that for free. It's probably the most doable I found out of the Souls games. I've only tried to platinum 2 Souls games, and I'll tell you the other one here in a moment. But I thought Elden Ring's platinum was outstandingly fun. It was super fun. It showed me a lot of the great things about the game, all the side stuff that you can do, the dragon fights, the hidden boss fights. Like, it showed me a lot of things. I think the last platinum that I got, I did have to start a second playthrough, but even though that falls in the category of me hating that kind of shit, but it's Elden Ring, and Elden Ring is one of the most replayable games ever, and all I wanted to do was replay that game, so I happily got back into it, went to the area that I had to do, got the defined weapon that I was missing, and boom, popped that platinum, and it felt so good. Doing Elden Ring was just outstanding. I love it. And that's a game that I will replay at some point, even though I popped the platinum. Maybe I'll buy it on a different system and 100% it again. I don't care. Elden Ring is one of the greatest games ever made, and I'm very proud of myself. I got the platinum on that one, and very proud of myself that I platinumed a Souls game. Even though I will admit that it's probably the easiest one, it's still not easy by any means. There's still a lot of hard bosses you gotta beat. You gotta beat this game, and that's an achievement in that of itself. So anyone out there that's popped the Elden Ring Platinum, congratulations, because we did it, motherfucker. Oh yeah. Alright, now one that I'm proud of, but also it took numerous years off my life, and that is the Demon's Souls Remake Platinum. Oh, so this took multiple playthroughs, and I knew that going in. I knew that I had to play through this game, I think 4 times minimum is the amount of times you have to play through it, because you have to... It's very confusing. I had to use a guide for this one, because there's like the dark light system that I just couldn't fucking understand for the life of me. I do not understand it. So there's that. Also, every time you start a new game, the game gets substantially harder. So I had new game plus 5, I think, possibly 6, because I fucked up one. And that's another thing that make that in that of itself. I had a ring that I was trying to get from some bitch. And I did something. There was a sequence of things you had to do. It's like, go talk to this person, kill this person, then come back and talk to this person. Some shit like that. I did it wrong, and I didn't get the ring. And that was a whole entire playthrough wasted. Like 15 to 20 hours down the drain. Gone. But I was so far into it, I'm already 4 playthroughs in. What's one more? And I have to do one more now because it's the last thing I need. I need this one fucking ring, and I did it. But let me tell you, it was so hard. So like the regular enemies, they were so powerful. I had the most powerful armor on. I had the most powerful everything you can have, and they were one-shotting me. I shit you not. A little fucking weasel with a skirt on, with no armor and a little pocket knife would stab me and kill me instantly, and I had to crawl through this game when I was getting to playthrough 5 because everything would kill me instantly. The regular enemies were 30 times stronger than the bosses in this game, and the bosses in this game are fucking crazy, some of them. What's that motherfucker's name? Infernal Beast or something? That fucking fire motherfucker. I hate him. The final boss can go fuck himself. The fucking... Oh, those double gargoyle guys can go fuck themselves. I had to fight those things so many freaking times, I couldn't even tell you. Oh, even one of them I had to glitch out because he was so damn hard. I had to glitch his ass out just to beat him. Not fun. Not recommended. Don't do it. Do not try to get the platinum in Demon's Souls Remake. It will take years off of your life, and it ain't worth it. I'll tell you that for free. So I did it. I'm happy I did it. Never mind. No, I'm not. I'm not happy I did it. I wish I didn't do it, because now I hate Demon's Souls, and I will never play that game again, because I am done with it. I played through it 6 fucking times, and I'm done. That's that. All right, one more platinum we have. What is it? Oh, of course. Actually, it's 2 more. Spider-Man 1 and 2. Oh, yeah. Probably some of the best platinum lists out there. Super fun to do. Pretty much the exact same as Spider-Man 1 with Spider-Man 2. Collect the suits, do all the things, complete the districts. Pretty much, this is a platinum list that, like, you're done. Like, there's really no reason for me to replay Spider-Man 1 or 2 ever again, and maybe that's why they did what they did with Miles Morales, because people would say things like that, like, oh, I got the Platinum in Spider-Man 1, I don't ever need to play that game again, because I literally did everything. Got every suit, did every fucking mission, did every side mission, every main mission, got everything. And it was awesome. Super fun game to play, super fun platinum, and unlike Demon's Souls, it did not take any years off of my life, and that's a good thing. And a good thing is you listening to this podcast, because yes, we are done. That's all the platinums that I've gotten. Let me know what platinums you have. Do you have more than me? I would not be surprised. Do you have less than me? Doesn't matter. I'm not going to rub it in your face, but let me know what was your most proud platinum trophy that you've ever received, or most proud 1,000 gamer score you've ever received. Doesn't matter. Just what's your favorite platinum that you have ever gotten? For me, Elden Ring is up there. Astrobot is up there. The Spider-Man games are up there. Probably any one of those. Interchange my mood and feeling of the day. Those are my favorite ones that I've ever done. In the Telltale games, because, like, come on. All you want me to do is beat your game. You're going to give me a platinum? Oh, fuck yeah. I wish there was a little bit more than that. And I know there are games out there like the shovelware games that you pay like $1 for and you turn it on, you pop a platinum. There's games out there that exist like that. I don't buy them. I don't care. I'm not Greg Miller. I'm not doing that shit. But regardless, let me know what your favorite platinum was. What makes a good platinum trophy list in your opinion? What makes it bad in your opinion? And all that great stuff. And there we go, everybody. Another episode done. Thank you so much for listening. You the best. You want to be even more of the best, make sure you're reviewing and sharing the podcast around wherever you're listening to it. You can drop comments on Spotify if you'd like. Let me know what you're playing, favorite scary movies and all that shit. Just let me know. Let's start a conversation. I'll shout you out on the show. We'll discuss it on the show and all that great stuff. I upload all these episodes to the YouTube channel, GamerGX Videos. Go over there, subscribe, please, and thank you. I'm at a very devilistic, is that a word? 666 subscribers on YouTube. I like that number a lot. I've been stuck on that number for a very, very long time. I would like to surpass that number, so go over to YouTube, subscribe, please, and thank you. Leave a comment on one of the episodes, and I'll shout you out. Leave episode ideas. You got any episode ideas? I'll shout you out if I use them, and all that stuff. Let me know what games you're playing. Are you playing Hades 2 like me? Are you loving it? Of course you are. It's Hades. It's the best. All right, so in terms of what else we got going on with the podcast, I want episodes of Silent Hill 2 and Hades 2 to be coming out sometime this October. I am hoping. Still got that rhythm game episode sitting there. I still got some work to do on it, so at this point it's just become a joke. It'll come out when it comes out. Now October's here, so... And then November, we're going to be doing replays and stuff and remembering games. So probably going to be doing some retrospectives in November. And yeah, so let me know. We'll do some more epis and it'll be a good time. So there we go, everybody. Another episode down. Thank you so much for listening. You the best. And we'll be back again with some GX Plus game.